For this great opportunity that God has given unto me to come before you and share the everlasting word of life with you. I title today's message to be committed to godly living. Committed to godly living. My brothers and sisters, God wants you to commit to a godly living. My brothers, God wants you to commit to a godly living. Teenagers, God wants you to commit to godly living. The state of or the quality of being dedicated to a cause or activities is what is called committed. When you dedicate yourself to a cause is the commitment. Possibly your marriage, say, this marriage is not going to fall. This marriage is not going to end up in divorce. No matter what my wife is doing, no matter what my husband is doing, whether he's doing his part or not, whether he's doing everything to make this marriage flourish or not, but I have made a dedication from my own part that this marriage will not end up in divorce. That's the commitment I'm talking to you about. No matter what this my child is doing, getting into trouble, creating unnecessary problem, I've committed that this is my child, and this is my son, and this is my daughter, no matter what. Nothing can change this. That's the commitment I'm talking about. God wants you to have the same commitment towards Him and what He's telling you. And the instruction He's giving you for your life, for my life, for everything that concerns us. God wants us to be what? To be committed to that way of life where we made Him and what He says as our way of life, as our way of living, as our way of following Him through the purpose He has for our lives. Do you know the reason for this commitment? Because there's a war within you. There's a war within me that you are battling with every day. Let somebody open to the book of Galatians. You understand what I'm trying to explain. Galatians chapter 5 verse 16 to 18. There's a war going on inside of you. As by your flesh and the Spirit of God. When we speak of the Spirit of God, we are speaking of a godly way of twins. Because the Spirit of God speaks nothing but that which is of God. You remember He told us, He said, the Spirit will tell you nothing except that which you have heard from the Father. When I'm talking of the Spirit, I'm talking of godly as well. That is to say, He said you are having a battle every day. It's going on in your heart. About whether to do the things of God or to do the things of the flesh. When we talk of the things of the flesh, we are talking of worldly things that is against the things of God. What does Galatians chapter 5 verse 16 to 18 says? The first reader can read it for us.
This I say then.
This I say then.
Walk in the Spirit.
Walk in the Spirit.
And you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Then you will not fulfill the lust of your flesh.
For the flesh lusted against the Spirit.
The flesh wants to do the things of the flesh. It does not want to do any godly thing at all. And now God is asking you to commit to a godly thing. And the Lord is saying this is the battle that is going on in your heart every day. Continue to
and the
20.
Spirit. And the Spirit.
And the Spirit of God, which is godly way of living that we are talking, that the Spirit of God will lead you to, is it will not agree with the flesh as well.
And these are contrary to one.
They walk in contrary to one another.
To the other. So that you cannot do the things that you would.
So that you will not do the things that you would.
But if you are led by the Spirit,
But if you are led by the Spirit of the living God,
you are not under the law.
you are not under the law of sin and death. What is that telling you? This is the word that is going on inside of you. Concerning your finances, concerning your marriage, concerning your job, concerning your way of living. You are facing this war every time, covering every aspect of your life, even your ministry. Every areas of your life, you are facing this war. Whether to do it in a godly way or to do it in a worldly way. The worldly way is what we say flesh. The spirit way is what we say godly. So that you understand what I'm trying to say now. You are facing this battle every day in your heart. And that battle is going on in your heart. And whoever you allow or whoever you listen to, it is the life of that person you're going to live. But now God is telling you, make a commitment to spirit way of living. That is godly way of living that I'm talking to you about. Make that choice, because that choice is within you. Yes, it's within you. God has already enabled you to live it. It is now your choice to choose to what? To live in that way. Because whoever wins in that battle is his way you're going to follow. And that's the reason why God is calling you to commit. Make it a dedication that it is this way of life I will live. Make that commitment because it's within you to do. And also, Romans chapter 6, verse 19 tells us something. And I want you to read it. Romans 6, 19. Whoever find it can read it. Romans chapter 6, verse 19.
I speak after the manner of men.
Paul is the one encouraging the church in Romans. He said, I speak in the manner of man.
Because of the infirmity of your flesh.
Because of the issues you are dealing with in your life.
For as you have yielded your members servant to uncleanness.
As you have yielded yourself, whatever you are doing is because you yield to the flesh. That's why you're doing the fleshly things. When you yield to the spiritual things, you will live in a godly life. It is you who does the yielding. Continue.
And to iniquity.
Yes.
Not to iniquity.
Yes.
Even so now, yield your members servant to righteousness unto holiness.
He said, it is within you. You can understand. It is within you to make that choice. You are not a robot. God didn't create us like a robot. God will make me do it. No, God didn't make nobody do nothing. If God can make you do anything, there won't be need for me as a pastor. God can make everybody believe in Jesus Christ as his Lord and personal Savior. But still, He gives you the choice to accept or to reject salvation. Even though it's important for your life, for your eternity. But He gave that choice to you. He didn't make that choice for you. The same way is with yielding. You do the yielding, God didn't do the yielding. God is not going to make you like a robot to do His will. We are teaching you so you'll be informed. Now, based on the information we are giving you, then you make the choices. And that's exactly what Paul is saying. He said, you yield yourself to the will of the flesh. That's why you are doing the fleshly things. That's why the things of God is not of interest to you. Now, make a change. Make a U-turn. And begin to yield yourself to the Spirit of the living God. Then it will be easier for you to live godly. It will be easier for you to live godly. Just like you always say, practice make perfect. Start somewhere. Start somewhere. You don't need to start little by little. Obeying God in little things, it will lead to obeying God in bigger things. That is the way it is. You think we just get there overnight? No, it takes years. You know how long I've been in the ministry? I've been in the ministry more than 40-something years. That's the truth I tell you. What am I trying to explain to you, people of God? James chapter 4 verse 1 tells us the same thing. A fast reader, James 4. I'm going to take much of your time today. Just be with. I'm not going to take much, but very little. James chapter 4 verse 1. A fast reader should read it.
What lead to the endless warrior and conflicts among
He
you?
said, what bring problem among you?
Do you not come from yours?
Is it not from us?
Desire the wage war in your bodily members,
And these things begin to create issues within us.
fighting for control over you.
You can understand. It is us. Whatever is bringing issue among us, it is our human nature. No, tell me, you can't do that to me. Whatever. What we do supposed to, because that is the worldly way of doing things. And when we choose worldly way of doing things, we are going to ruffle feather. It will be very difficult for us. My brother always come and say, let us love each other. It will be very difficult to express love to somebody. But when you say, I live for Christ, I die for Christ, things will not bring issues again. The way you see things will be different from the way of this world. And you'll be able to walk to tolerate people. You'll be able to walk, endure with people. You'll be able to walk, accept people. God, you don't need to accept them only when you are perfect. No one can be. It's a journey. Therefore, they don't need to be perfect before they are loved and accepted. Christ loved you and accepted you. Are you perfect? No. The same way is asking us to extend to another. But when we give in to the will of our flesh, it will be very difficult to walk in harmony with anyone. Even as a church, it will be very difficult. And that's why the Lord says, commit to a godly living. So that things that you magnify, that create issues between you and your brother, that create issue between you and your wife, that create issue between you and your children, that create issue between you and your loved one and your church member, let the matter go. See things in the godly way of seeing things. That's the godly way of living. And we are asked to commit to that. It's everyday thing. It's every day you need to remind, just like Mr. Shinos said, every day he wake and remind himself of what God said about him. You know the reason why? Because there are other messages coming that is contrary to what God says. And that's the battle you and I deal with. And you need to be very careful not to what? Not to give in to those things. But commit to godly way of living your life so that you can enjoy all that God intended for you. He even says that the plan he has for you is the plan to prosper you and not to harm you. Where does harm comes from? It comes where you are, when you give yourself to the will of the flesh. Harm comes in. And that's what I'm saying. When God is asking us to live godly, He's not taking any good things from us, but He's taking harm and danger from us. And that takes me into 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 11. 1 Peter 2:11. First reader should read it for me.
Beloved, I ordain you as alien and stranger in the world,
Yes.
to abstain from the sensual argue, those dishonored desire that wages war against the soul.
He said, we should be careful of things, of this worldly way of living that wage war against our soul. Because if we are not committed to a godly way of living, we will always be living in the will of the flesh, and that will of the flesh, they wage war against your soul, which Jesus died on the cross of Calvary for, which He shed His blood for. And that is exactly what we see. This is what the disciple of Jesus Christ take to heart. When Jesus left the ministry with them, and he ascended unto heaven. And we see that in the book of Acts of Apostles, chapter 11, verse 19 to 26. Acts 11, 19 to 26.
Now they which were scattered abroad upon the persecuting that arose about Stephen,
Yes.
traveled as far as Phoenix
Yes.
and Cyrus
Yes.
and Antioch,
Yes.
preaching the word to none but unto the Jews only.
Yes.
And some of them were men of Cyprus and Cyrene,
Yes.
which when they were come to Antioch,
Yes.
unto the Greeks, preaching
Yes.
the Lord Jesus.
Yes.
And the hand of the Lord was with them,
Yes.
and a great number believed
Yes.
and turned unto the Lord.
Yes.
Then tidings of these things came unto the ears of the church,
Yes.
which was in Jerusalem.
Yes.
And they sent forth Barnabas,
You stop at 29, sir.
that he should go as far as Antioch.
Yes.
Who, when he came,
Yes.
and had seen the grace of God,
Yes.
was glad and exalted
Yes.
them all, that with purpose of heart they would cleave unto the Lord.
Yes.
For he was a good man,
Yes.
and full of the Holy Ghost and of faith, and much people was added unto the Lord.
Yes.
Then departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek Saul. And when he
Are you reading 11, Acts 11, 19 to 26?
Act 11, yeah, 19 to 26.
Yes, sir. Stop at 26,
For
sir.
he was a good man,
Yes.
and full of the Holy Ghost,
Yes.
and of faith,
Yes.
and much people was added unto the Lord.
Yes.
Then departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek Saul. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church,
Yes.
and taught much people.
Yes.
And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
Thank you, sir. When the apostles were first called Christian in Antioch, what did they do there? They lived there for 1 year, and the people there were able to see their life. The people there were able to walk, to see their godly way of living. That this way of living of these people is like that of Christ. That is to say, in reference to their message of the gospel which they preach, they come to that conclusion. It is people who are going to come to a conclusion about you, about me. Whether you're a Christian or not, whether you're a pastor or not. Because they will see something in you. They will see either your godly way of living or a worldly way of living. They will come to that conclusion. And that's why God is calling us to commit to a godly way of living. It's very, very important. Your godly way of living is your testimony. That's why the Bible says, we are the letters that the people are reading. If you say you're a Christian, they'll be watching you. If you say you're a pastor, they'll be watching you. They want to see that in you. If you say you're a Christian, they'll be watching you. If your life does not correlate with the message you are teaching, problem. Often, we Christians, we are urged not to just talk the talk, but to walk the talk. In other words, don't let your behavior contradict your profession of belief. Let your life and live, let them agree. The life I live and what I'm saying out, let it be the same. Not saying something else and doing another thing. That's what the Lord is telling us. And it is very, very important. Don't let your behavior contradict your profession, as I said. Let your life and your lips agree. Why? Why should your lip and your life agree? Why? Number one, if our conduct does not harmonize with our confession of faith, there's going to be a discrepancy that will nullify the testimony of the gospel we are preaching. If you are, I as a pastor preaching to you, but doing something else, it nullifies everything that I say I stand for. It nullifies everything that I say I'm preaching to you. And that's why you see some people say, and they call themselves, you finish the rest. Number two reason why you have to commit to a godly way of living is because no matter how you and I clearly explain the gospel message to people, it's not going to win their heart. For the Lord, unless His love is embodied in our life, unless the love of God is embodied in our life by the Holy Spirit, and we show that to people unreserved, and people see. Don't you hear what he said? They will know we are Christian by our love, by our love. They will know we are Christian by our love. He didn't say by how much Bible we preach, how much Bible we teach, but by how much we allow that word to translate into our action in touching other people's life. The apostles stay in that Antioch for a year. They said when they see their life, I see this life is like that of Christ, they call them Christian. Because they commit to a godly way of life that Jesus has taught them. And they make that, you remember these people are not like this before. It is when they came to the Lord, their life was changed and transformed. And they allowed the word of God to have root in their heart. And they live it out wherever they go. It is that people saw. And they call them after Christ. People want to see that in you. People want to see that in me. For that to happen in you and me, we need to commit to a godly way of living. Even when people ruffle your feather, you let the matter go. Even when people treat you in a way that is not okay, let the matter go. Because that's exactly what Christ will do. The Bible says, He who knew no sin was made sin for you, so that you and I can be called the righteousness of God. Are you better than your Savior? That's godly way of living in our businesses, in our job, in our home, in our family, in our neighborhood, anywhere we are the letter that the people are reading. That's the reason why we are asked to commit to a godly way of living. If we do not, it will nullify our testimony of God. And God does not want that to happen to us. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1 says, Paul encourages us. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1 says, Be ye imitator of me as I'm what? As I'm imitator of Christ. Imitate Christ. Imitate what Christ did. You see, Christ is the example I gave you. Imitate him in every way. Just Paul said, I am imitating, that is saying, I am mimicking Christ. You do the same too. Learn the same thing from me. And you are now the one who will be able to commit to a godly way of living. And he also told us in the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 9. He said, these things which you have learned from me and you have received, do it. Do this way of life of Christ we are teaching you. Live it. Live it. Don't just hear it alone, just like James told us, and deceiving ourselves, but let us hear it, and do it. It is then it can have effect in the life of people, in our own life and in the people in and around us. And he said, as you do this, the peace of God will be with you. This statement of Paul, we see that our life is the message. No wonder he holds himself up as a father. Can any of us hold him or herself up as a partner? Follow me as I follow Christ. Are you really following Christ? That's the question. God is calling us as a church to commit to a godly way of living. In our Bible study on Wednesday past week, the teacher asked us a question. Said, why is it difficult for many to live the way God has us to live? Why? And we begin to share some insights. And in the course of that, I share with our people that if you are not coming to a godly way of living, you know who knows first? The devil, your enemy, is the one who knows first. Because he knows, just like he said, in the name of Jesus, let that Paul preach. Paul, we know him. Now, who are you? If you are not committed to a godly way of living, Satan is the one first knew that you are not. Therefore, people of God, let us commit our life as we leave this church, as we live over the week, in our job, in our school, in our neighborhood, wherever we go. Let us commit to a godly way of living. It's the testimony of the gospel of message of our Lord Jesus Christ that has been entrusted to you, just as it has been entrusted to the disciples. May the Lord bless you all in the name of Jesus.